Big Breakfast on Monday, the 10th of April. I'm Johnny Vaughan.
And I'm Avril Large Dogs.
Morning, Abs.
Thanks.
Although our family did fill in their questionnaires to give us some information about themselves, we feel they're not telling us everything.
They're not. It's quite clear.
So we're asking you, the viewers, to Grass the Family. So if you know anything about the whites, some call 0208 985 all the ones. Fax us 0208 985 all the twos. BigBreakfast@channel4.com. Have you seen Dad make a hand signal that doesn't feature in the highway code? Have you spotted Mum using foul and obscene language? Where was Gemma when the Oscar statues were nicked the other week?
Yeah.
Still to come on this morning's show.
After the news, Liza and I will probably be out of a job as we road test a bunch of wannabe Big Brecky presenters who can't present and won't present.
At 8:40, we spy on a young man with a fashion disaster on his hands.
Oh, my Lord. Then at 8:50, you, the viewer, reveal the ugly truth behind our Family of the Week's facade of respectability
I'm not giving out numbers
Grass
again.
the Family.
Hey.
Ow, my BCG.
Sorry. Sorry about that. But right now, we're going to go to Phil Gallo, I think, has some... Are you all right?
God, I'm in agony! Oh, no, I am fine.
Are you okay?
I just had a big weekend.
You really have.
Don't you really embarrass me?
Do you know what? We can go over to Phil Gallo, I think, who's got the...
The lowdown.
Who's got something to tell us?
Good morning. These are the main stories on Monday, the 10th of April. It's you, Beauty, at the BAFTA Film Awards, is admiring models at the thin end of the wedge. And the food that is so bad you won't want to become a road hog. Britain's film industry has been celebrating its biggest night at the BAFTA Awards. 2 weeks after the Oscars, the stars were out again, not in Hollywood this time, but in London's Leicester Square. American Beauty swept most of the booty, including Best Film and Best Actor for Kevin Spacey, but it didn't win Best Director. Sam Mendes beaten this time by Spain's Pedro Almodovar. Other winners included a Best Supporting Actor trophy for Jude Law and a People's Vote Award for Notting Hill. Michael Caine received this year's BAFTA Fellowship, the ultimate prize in the British movies, but for many, the night's highlight was this unexpected tribute from award presenter and Hollywood legend, Dustin Hoffman.
Good evening, everyone. And I got here yesterday, and I had a wonderful cab driver, and his name is Dave, and he said, give him a mention. Cheers, Dave.
There's some great news for some of Britain's car workers. Honda has announced plans to build a brand new model at its Swindon plant. Work will start on the CR-V in just 2 months, securing thousands of jobs which had been under threat. It seems being young and British is far from cool. It's depressing. New figures show that 1 in 8 people under 34 have considered or attempted to kill themselves. Suicide now accounts for 20% of all deaths amongst young people in Britain. A massive campaign to persuade teenage girls that thin isn't always beautiful is launched later, amid the news that 60% of girls think they are too fat. Health Minister Tessa Jowell is unveiling the Body Image Summit. But oddly enough, the minister, who's far from obese herself, will be joined by a team of super thin supermodels, which is really going to help. Now meet Bobby the baboon, a monkey who isn't just a pet, he's also a cowherd, rounding up cattle on a farm in South Africa. His boss isn't sure where he came from, but he thinks he got separated from his own family before ending up on this farm, where he's happy to work on his own ape take on one man and his dog. Now here's a shocker. Motorway service station food isn't up to scratch. A food expert, Egon Rone, says we're being ripped off by the chains who charge us a fortune to eat their rubbery eggs, soggy chips and coffee smelling of washing up liquid. It's not the first time they've been given a drubbing, but Mr. Rone says that motorway food is getting worse, not better. Here's the way the weather looks. Temperatures should range from 9 Celsius in Glasgow to 14 in London. Expect cloud and rain over Scotland and Northern Ireland, especially this afternoon. Everywhere else will stay dry with sunny spells and light winds. Big Breakfast News 8:32. Back to Johnny and Liza.
Thank you very much indeed. Rack of lamb. Now, here at the Big Brekkie... Sorry, Phil Gale!
Oh!
I'm just quite hungry and I said what I was thinking. Now, prime rib. Big Brekkie, we get hundreds of show reels from people demanding to be television presenters. They demand it. It is the easiest job. It is right there at the bimbo end of the business. And let's face it, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Really, it's the easiest profession, isn't it? Easy. Basically, anyone who's on telly, it's like being a lottery winner, isn't it? It's just easy. You have to turn your brain on.
Absolutely
So we decided to put them to good use and let you at home decide who's hot and who's not in the premiere of Can't Present, Won't Present.
Can't present, won't present.
There we go. So, this Friday, one lucky person is going to win the opportunity of presenting an item live on The Big Breakfast. Of course, anyone can do it. We've selected 3 from this week's in tray, so let's take a look at our first contender. She is Jo Brock from Bournemouth, actress, aged 24.
Lovely loose lip.
Do you like that?
Yeah, lovely
loose
loose
lip.
lip.
She's playing the young Anthea Turner card. Let's have a look. Here we go. I haven't seen any of these yet.
Hello, I'm Jo Brock, and this is Later on 10. Hiya, Dan. I'm at the Manchester Apollo for the Childline charity concert of 1999, and for 2 people staying at the Boomers Hotel in Bali between March and June, 14 nights.
If you want Jo Brock to win, call us on this number, 020 8985, all the ones, or fax us on 020 8985, all the twos, or email us at bigbreakfast@channel4.com and say, I want Jo Brock to win.
There we go.
Lovely. Lovely bit of work
Good
there.
quality of video at one point.
Yeah, I
thought
think,
it was going to break into something altogether completely different. OK.
Look at Jo's face, she's loving this. Next up, we've got Richard Dempers, which is a fabulous name. He's 27 and a web designer. Designer, it says here. Obviously, that means designer.
I think it means designer.
From Croydon. He's going mad for the new tram system there, and he's going for the serious end of the presenting game.
We haven't seen this yet.
We
Here
haven't
it is,
seen it.
first time for us as well.
Hi there, I'm Richard Dempers, and this is Later on 10. Cheers, Luke. And yes, Battersea Park is the venue this afternoon for the UK's first and only snowboarding festival. For the next 4 days, the park is home to an enormous marquee housing the country's leading district.
If you want Richard Dempers to win, call this number, 020 8985, all the ones, or fax us on 020 8985, all the twos, or email us at bigbreakfast@channel4.com and say, I want Richard Dempers to win.
Yeah, we like
I don't think they're giving us long enough grabs of these people. I'm not getting a feel. As soon as I'm starting to get into it, I hear, I'm getting a feel for them.
We want more.
You've got to give people a
We
chance,
might get
you know?
more though, mightn't we?
We know it's the easiest job in the world, that's fact. But I still want to see how easy they make it look.
Drive me mad. Come on.
Finally, we've got Lucy Turner, who's 22 and a secretary from London. Now, apparently she's gone for the more upmarket approach. Let's have a look.
Hello, you're watching Later on 10. I'm Lucy Turner. That's right, Jay. I'm grooving at Fresh and Funky in the Hanover Grand, West London tonight. And since it was selected as Best Club at the recent MOBO Awards, it's where all the...
If you want Lucy Turner to win, call this number, 020 8985, all the ones, or fax us on 020 8985, all the twos, or email us at bigbreakfast@channel4.com and say, I want Lucy Turner to win.
I tell you what, she's bubbly enough for Prince Andrew, that one. Just to recap, to vote for your favourite wannabe, all you'll do is phone, fax, or email the usual numbers. Don't do them again, we do them all morning.
Do you know what? All
May as well
I am
change-
is a phone board
I
today.
know. All I am is a
That's all I
facility
am.
for reading. Mind you, it's the easiest job in the world, so it's quite cheery, isn't
You're
it?
quite right.
No, don't do the number again.
OK.
If we do it anymore, people won't think it's called a Big Breakfast anymore. They'll think the show is called 020
big
8985
phone
all at
board.
once. Do you know what? As well as one of these guys, here's what else you'll be treated to
I
on the
love
Big
you.
Breakfast this week. Thank you, I love you too, pal. Let's try it.
Coming up on this week's chart-topping, fun-filled Big Breakfast, in the house we'll be dancing to the...